Reading, writing, arithmetics. Too much homework makes me sick. When it's time to pass the test, kindergarten is the best.
Hi.
Hi. Hello.
What's up, guys?
Who are you? Going to talk to you about something very important. I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately. Who is your daddy, and what does he do? Who are you?
What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to go over, does listing 10 items on eBay actually work? Does it increase your sales? If you haven't watched my channel before, if you're new to the channel, hey, welcome, appreciate it. But basically, I've been on eBay for quite some time. I want to say over 10 years. And the goal is basically to, my personal goal is at least do $300 in sales a day, spending about 10 hours a week doing this. And that would result in about 110,000 in sales annually at a 40% margin would be great. That'd be like 84 bucks an hour at 10 hours a week. So, you know, I enjoy doing this. I enjoy sharing with others, and done a lot of coins, done a lot of collectibles, and recently moved from one house to the other. And we've basically found a lot of stuff. Like, I thought I did a good job selling my old stuff. Man, all you got to do is move, or start looking at your stuff in storage or in your basement. And I'm telling you guys, you're going to find stuff. So anyways, in the last 5 days, I've been listing like a maniac. I've basically listed 86 items. So in this video, I'm going to show you some of the items that I've listed, some of my recent sales, how things have picked up. But if you check out my store, I've got 1,300 items listed. And again, I've been doing this a pretty long time. I think long enough to basically give people advice. And, again, in the past, like 3 or 4 years, been pretty serious about it again. And my sell-through rate's probably good, I don't know, 30%. So all that simply means is if you list 100 items every 90 days, you're going to sell 30 of them, which is great. So multiply that times 10. You don't want to have a museum, basically. So when you do find stuff that is of value to someone else, either donate it. If if it's not worth it, you're worth your time, donate it, recycle it, or ultimately, throw it in the trash. So let's not, we don't want to collect, we don't have a museum list on eBay. There's no point in that. So anyways, let's jump right into it. We're going to go over basically listings or things that I've listed. So again, in the last week, I've listed 86 items. So here's just some random stuff. And I'm going to show you, I actually did list stuff. So here we have here July 15th. I actually, went on vacation mode per se, or started packing up one house and getting the other house ready. So I put my store on vacation for a week, got some sales. Actually, it was pretty surprising. And then here you see July 28th is when I was back at it, which really was just like finding a bin of stuff or stuff from the old house and listing it. So I'm going to show you some of these things. Hopefully, guys, this helps you out. If you're out and about, either at garage sales or your own personal items, are they even worth listing? So we're going to fly through some of those recent listings. So we've got ADT remote here. We've got Kodak mini wall charger. That's just to put rechargeable batteries in it. Some random AC DC transformer. I don't know what that's for, but I got one if you need it. Someone sold one, so listed it. Found an old Bose Lifestyle stereo expansion cable. Some old CD changer cables. Here's my kids' old pink Corvette when they were kids, all different parts. I don't take pictures of the parts. I take pictures of the car, because when someone's looking for a part, they're going to be like, oh, well, that's the car I have, and this part is broken. So hopefully I have the part for them. That's going to be a super slow seller. I didn't want to throw those in the trash, because that car's from like 2003. So someone's going to need it. And I recently sold the tires a couple weeks ago. Got a little Pikachu hat. An old Transformer Megatron stock part, this Diaclone. So these are very tiny toys, and these like little dudes with like magnets on the bottom of their feet. Absolutely would not be able to sell that nowadays, because it's absolutely a choking hazard. But if you find little figures, don't throw them in the trash. They're really tiny, and they're from the 80s. They're worth a lot of money. My washer and dryer listed for sale. If you guys want to come and pick that up, that'd be fantastic. Some old Kohler things I purchased for a bathroom and never installed. They're brand new in the box. And old strawberry shortcake my mother hand painted back in the day. Here's my stove. Guys, if you want my stove, it's listed for sale. Yes, I had a really nice Wolf stove, and that's staying with that house, but I'm able to sell it. My Aladdin hat here from Disney, some Nike retro sunglasses that I thought were cool, and I thought they were so cool, I never even used them. That's how cool I thought those were. I actually found those when I was cleaning out my home office. So kind of a kind of embarrassing. You buy nice sunglasses, and then I thought they were lost, but no, just hiding in the drawer somewhere. Um, I sold my Ring doorbell, listed both of them. I had one in the garage, one at the front door. The garage one sold, the front door one's still listed for sale. These old school bottles, I don't know if this is from like the late 70s or 80s. They're really tiny, but they actually have like liquid in it. People collect them. Again, found that in a bin, just laying there with other stuff. An old computer monitor. I didn't have the heart to donate this because it's like too old to donate. Plus, it's kind of really in nice condition. So I'm hoping someone will enjoy this monitor that is looking for one that broke. Some of the older generations or people that are into like older computers, or they want to use this as a gaming monitor. It was really nice. Like this thing was like a $500 one back in the day, and it is in great shape. So hopefully someone can use that for $40. Do not sleep on Nintendo DS Lite. Basically found a Nintendo DS, and here are the sales here. So here's the DS. If you see one of these at a garage sale or estate sale, and they don't know what it's worth, and they're like $5, just grab it. It's a $50 bill. Just make sure it works. And even if it doesn't work, you could sell for parts, probably for like $30. I probably sold this too cheap, but cool little item. Definitely old tech there. Didn't want to include the power cord because I knew that's worth some value. It's an actual real power cord. Here's a little purse or carrying case for it that I saw someone selling for $10. There's an old camera here that I used at a water park a few times and forgot I had it. So found some parts for it, and hopefully someone can take advantage of that for $30. Old earring from that's Coach. Here's how I take my photos of my jewelry, and I'm just using my cell phone. It's nothing fancy, but I found this like cool little mirror thing, and I always measure it here. It's not real gold, but it's Coach, and a pair of them go for $40. I figure, hey, if someone lost an earring, $20. Why do that? Why not help someone else out? Some old Coleman propane, some old video games, some CDs from back in the day that I got, used to go to Tower Records back in the day. So I'm 48. So, when I was 16, 17, 18, more like 18, 19, 20 is when I bought a lot of CDs. And then CDs kind of faded out into Napster and all those other downloadable music back then. But some of these old like freestyle CDs, or here from the Karate Kid, obviously Karate Kid's back in action with Cobra Kai. And but this old freestyle, I found an old Slipknot CD. Yeah, awesome. Never even opened it. The case is all cracked, but some Slipknot fans gonna enjoy it. I have no idea. I couldn't even name you one song. I have no idea why I bought that. Dave Matthews Band, fantastic CD. Had a brand new one. I think I had like 4 different copies of that because I used to use a bunch of songs to demo audio. These old Bass Patrol type bass CDs, if you see those, the raunchier the better. I mean, it's give you an idea what these things look like, but all it is just like sex sales, right? So here's some marketing on it, but it's just an old, basically like demo CD that guys would buy, and gals, to demonstrate their subwoofers and their low bass in their cars. So those old ones, they didn't sell a lot of those. Most of them got trashed, and they're worth some money. Especially older rap CDs from back in the day. So Snoop Dogg is really popular, which most people know who Snoop Dogg is. So check this out. Here's my CD from when I was, 93. So yeah, I was like 17 when this came out. And this is my original CD. And yes, I sold it for $20. Why? Because it's been sitting in a storage bin, plastic bin, for over 15 years, and I don't care about it anymore. But Snoop Dogg's cool. So someone decided that it was worth $20. And it does make a difference. You do have to look for the ones that are actually made in 93, not the reproduced ones. The old ones, for whatever reason, are more collectible, probably because they don't make them anymore. So if you see Snoop Dogg out there in the garage sale or estate sale or whatever world, that's a $20 bill, easily $20, maybe even more. Sold this old vintage phone, which was brand new. That's something I picked up from a garage sale for $5. So it's a nice $30 bill there. And anyways, so I listed 86 items. Out of the 86, in the last 5 days, 14 have sold. So one thing I'll tell you is, like, if you actually are listing items consistently, not only will you have more sales because the stuff that you're listing will actually sell. Not all of it, but the good stuff will sell pretty quickly. And then I think organically, because eBay picked up that he's listing stuff again, I think I got more sales from that as well. It's like, for whatever reason, listing creates sales. But you don't want to just like list junk. You actually want to list stuff that would be of value to someone else. My old ADT camera here sold $15. Like, who cares? I was gonna throw in the trash. If you guys ever eat rotary sushi, there's a place called Kura Sushi. It's a great, fantastic place. Literally, it comes out in this like conveyor belt. You can also custom order, and then it like zips out your custom order, and it's cool. But every $50 you spend, you get like a little toy, I guess, or collectible. And this was a salmon roll, and I was like, I don't want to collect this, and it's too small for my grandson. He'll choke on it. So I decided to sell it, and I got $10 for it, which I thought was hilarious.
I'm hungry.
Here's a little Webkins pig that I sold. Plush. I'm not really big into plush, but some of the nicer looking plush, if it's out there, it's still worth getting, but plush has definitely come down. My old Ring doorbell battery, that works. So got $8 for that. Again, probably could have just tossed it, but if it still works and I was still using it, I know it works, why not rock and roll with it? My old Kohler set here. So I was trying to be Bob the Builder, or Plumber Bob or whatever, and I was only able to use the shower part to attach, and I could not figure out how to get the faucet part installed. So these two parts are brand new, and the shower head is the only thing that I actually used. And it was underneath the sink. I totally forgot about it. I was supposed to list it on eBay like 4 years ago. Anyways, that was a $56 bill, so that was pretty sweet. So if you see any like Kohler stuff out there, or you're buying, like, most homeowners will have this, like a dude will go out or a gal will go out and they'll buy something, and then like the husband never got around to installing it, or the lady never got around to installing it, or hiring someone to install it. So if you see that stuff out there, and especially if it looks brand new in the box, like, just grab it. Like, people love to buy older fixtures you can't get anymore, or they're trying to replace a broken one. It's always of something of value, especially Kohler. Like, that's a great brand. Here's one of the video games that was with that DS, $15. So most of the DS games are pretty bogus. Like, you only get like $5 for them, so they're not even like worth listing. But
$5.
But the good ones like Animal Crossing and The Sims 2 here, they sold really quick. They sold within a day or so. Wendy's toys from old Wendy's kids meals, or whatever the heck you want to call them, don't list those. Like, just pass on. I probably was going to donate them, but I had 5 of them, so just lot it up for $5. It's a total waste of time. Old Ring doorbells. So believe it or not, they are worth some money. So I think I got $40 out of this one. I took best offer. And again, I just took it apart, showed it. It's definitely well used, and it came with all the parts. So again, if it works, I know it personally works, I'm going to list it. If I know something's broken and I can't part it out to make money on it, I'm going to just throw it in the garbage. Not why even donate? Like, why put like your local donation center through torture by donating garbage, and it just ends up in the trash. Skilo, I wish I was a little bit taller. There you go. It's a nice CD. I think I got $6 for it. Old Santa Claus thing here, made in Taiwan. So check this out. If you see kind of this older antique vintage, this thing like weighed nothing. I seriously think it's made out of like paper, but an artist actually did this, like handmade it. People will spend money on stuff like this, and that's sold in August, guys, and Christmas is obviously in December. Minecraft's a very popular game for kids and adults, so anything Minecraft out there is worth it. But Xbox 360 was so massively reproduced. So anyways, I got $10 for that game. Check this out. So this was a Vitamix that I did a video on. Nobody watched it, but I did it just to kind of show the different parts. And I noticed no one on YouTube showed the different parts of a Vitamix 5000 VM0103. So I took it all apart. I had a trashed one. I think I was getting one. They were going to replace it or something. I never followed up with it. So whatever. But the circuit board inside was worth $79. Actually worth 100, but I decided to sell for 79 because I figured, hey, might as well help someone else out there. Why pay 100 when I have it for 79? I probably could have gotten an extra $20, but I'm not greedy. I'm all about helping others, and it'll in turn help me out. The old laser disc. Bought this back in the day. I didn't even know I still had it, and it's still sealed. So obviously, Titanic, super popular. Actually, went to the movie theater with my wife at that time, girlfriend, and this is one of the first movies we saw. And then we liked it so much, we took a cruise up to Canada there, and Halifax, it's called, where there's an actual Titanic museum. So yeah, I did that. I was 21. She was 19. We went on an old person's cruise. We were supposed to go to the Caribbean, but the cruise got changed to this. It was something I won from a sales contest, and probably the crappiest cruise I've ever been on. But Canada, Halifax, and stopping over different ports was pretty cool. Again, as a 21-year-old, and she was 19. So, anyways, I don't know. Bought this laser disc, never played it, and someone probably purchased this to show. I doubt someone bought this to play it, because you can just play this movie on whatever, different streaming format. But when you have something that's brand new, and especially when it's shrink wrapped, you do want to take pictures of any defects, because some people like to buy these and you don't want to be blamed for any tears in the plastic or damage. Like, oh, this happened in shipping or transit. Be like, nope, this is what it looked like. So I always like to be very upfront with people. And sometimes people buy these to get them graded and then like put them in plastic, to display. So anyways, that's a $20 bill. So if you see any laser discs out there, grab it. Do not sleep on Cutco. Cutco knives have definite value. I thought I sold all my Cutco many, many years ago. I still have my wood block at the other house, so I got to list that. The wood block, I think, is like $50. So Cutco always has a model number on it. They're always made in the United States. And this is a bread knife, and this bread knife sold for $45 in a day. And I never used the blade. The handle was a little beat up. Well, not beat up, but just had some shelf wear, because it was like sitting up on a shelf. Those areas in your kitchen shelf that you can't reach unless you get a step stool, so you kind of forget it's up there, which is kind of dangerous to have something that's sharp laying up there. But this was a great condition, basically brand new knife. And then some escargot things. Again, I got those for free at the garage sale. So I finally sold my second and third one. I had like 3 of these. Not big money, but you get the idea. So anyways, guys, hopefully this, just sharing this with you guys helps you out. Again, here's some other listings I've put up. Video games are super easy to put up. Crystal Head vodka. I don't know why. I've had this case sitting in this house and a prior house. I think I had this for like over 15 years, but it's cool. It's like a skull, and you can't sell alcohol on eBay, obviously, but it's a skull. And then there's like these little skull shot glasses. So I think it's a $50 bill just because it's cool. And you can reuse the skull, and Halloween's coming up. So I don't know, it kind of fits that Halloween theme. If this doesn't sell, I'll probably keep it and use it. Not that I'm a heavy drinker anymore. Here's some cool tiles. So this was when we went to Boca, Florida. This was when I won a sales contest for President's Club. And this is one of the items that they gave us as a gift back then. So this is from the Florida Boca Raton Hotel and Club. And these are actually like real marble tiles that are coasters for drinks. So pretty cool. But if you see, did I take a picture of the brand? Yeah, here it is. Studio Virtu. That's some good stuff. So do not sleep on that. So if you see something that's heavy duty, it's cork, and you see this name Studio Virtu, do not sleep on it. Those sell on eBay, and they are worth at least $20-$30. So don't sleep on coasters. You might find some that are worth some decent money. I'm weird. When I find a watch and it's in nice condition, I gotta like open it up and put the battery in there if it doesn't work. So hopefully some nice lady will enjoy this watch when they purchase it. But this was like literally perfect condition. I think my daughter picked this up from Goodwill for like $1. So now I put a battery in it that cost probably 50 cents. and now I'm asking 35, and that's how you take pictures of watches. It doesn't have to be a Rolex. I don't like listing expensive watches on eBay. Like this is like a perfect price point. So if you find a nice watch out there, don't be scared. You can actually change the battery yourself. All it takes is a certain tool to pry the back off, and just time and patience. But you don't have to like go through a lot. It took me like a minute to change the battery because this part right here, let's get the picture. Come on, show the back, Shy. Here we go. This back right here just pops right off, and then you take a plastic piece out, and there's the battery, and you put a new one in there. It's super easy, and then this snaps back on. So no special tools needed. Just need to get a little thin piece in there to pop that out. Here's the motor from the Vitamix. Here's some other pieces. So I literally have like $246 worth of Vitamix parts, which is better than just throwing it in the trash. So someone can use a functional motor, knobs, and other things. Oh, and the power cord I listed was missing the ground. I didn't even notice it. So someone on the eBay police, or basically another buyer, was like, how is this safe? It's not going to meet safety code. I'm like, hey, man, you're right. I'm going to just donate this because I don't want someone to get electrocuted just because I forgot the ground was missing on the power cord. So I canceled that item. And if you don't believe me, I'm going to show you my unsold. Does it still show it? Yep, here it is. So yeah, guys, if you're listing a power cord and you notice it's missing the ground, I actually took here's a nice close-up picture of it. Throw that in the garbage or throw it in the recycling bin. That is totally unsafe and someone can electrocute themselves, supposedly. So anyways, guys, hopefully this video helps you guys out. Wow, I went really, really long. So I appreciate you guys following me through my journey. And again, hopefully you learned some particular items that would help you guys out in your reselling adventures. Maybe you have some of these items in your house. Maybe you've seen it at a garage sale and you've passed on it, or you didn't know about it. So hopefully me showing you some of these items listed and sold will help you out. And yes, listing 10 items a day, not junk, but listing 10 decent quality items that someone actually can use out there in the real world will help you increase your store sales or sales in general. And I think it will also help you sell other stuff that you got lying around. So again, don't take my word for it. The numbers do not lie, as they say. So 1,300 items listed, 300 sold. That's not a bad sell through. Now, if I had 1,300 items listed and only 20 sold, I suck and don't listen to me and turn this off. And there are some resellers out there that have like 60,000 listings and they only have like 1,200 sales. Like, dude, what are you doing? That is called a museum. Do not start a museum. I mean, if you want to be a museum curator, more power to you, but that's an actual different job. Or if you're into collecting one particular thing, you want to make stuff and invite people to come in, hey, that's cool. But if you want to actually make money by reselling stuff, don't take the items in personally. It's just something of value to somebody else. You just have to do a good job figuring out what that is. And the most important part is get it listed, because if you don't have it listed, how the heck are you going to sell it? How does someone even know that you have it, right? So hopefully this video helps you guys out. And I appreciate, as always, watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you think. I know I went along on this one, but whatever. So we'll let Arnold take us out. And again, appreciate you guys watching.
Run! Go! Get to the chopper!